Inside of this picture frame is a quote that I've had framed for almost 3 years. I cut it out of this magazine in 2012 because Bruce Irons gave an answer to one of Chris Cote's questions in this interview, and Bruce's answer changed my life. Bruce says, "In my mind, I feel like the biggest kook in the world. It would drive me crazy, and I'm trying to get past that. You know what one of my biggest insecurities is? It's walking down the beach from the pipe house to the ocean. In my mind, I start thinking that everybody is going to judge me, put me under a microscope, and think I'm a kook." Bruce continues to say that there were times where I would just insecure myself out of leaving my room. I truly would let my mind and my insecurities take over, and I could not go surfing. Now, as you think about that, remember that the room Bruce is talking about is the master bedroom at the Volcom house, and Bruce's sponsor was paying for him to live in that room because he was widely thought to be the best pipeline surfer in the world. What strikes me about this is that if one of the best surfers in the world has this crippling self-doubt, what does that imply about all of the self-doubt that every one of us goes through at some point in our lives? It's like you're the best in the world at something, but you think you're so bad at it that you're gonna stay locked in your room? To me, that's a sign that whenever thoughts arise in my head that say I'm not good enough to do something that I want to do, I probably should not trust those thoughts. Listen, the truth is that I decided to start Shred Show in 2009, but I didn't do anything about it until I read this. I spent 3 whole years waiting for someone to tell me it was a good idea, or that it would be successful if I tried, or that I wasn't a kook. I wanted to know that if I did my metaphorical walk across the beach to the water at Pipeline, no one was gonna tell me that I was an idiot or that I was failing. But the world just doesn't work that way. Whether it's walking across the sand to the beach or starting a YouTube channel, you just have to know what you wanna do and then go do that thing. You'll probably find that the only person that thinks you don't deserve what you desire is you. My dream was to provide a resource for surfers that I never had growing up. I wanted to get surfboards for free, and I wanted to have surf brands who sponsored me and paid me. And I'm really fortunate because all of that has come true, and a lot of other stuff that I couldn't have even imagined. Okay, so why am I telling you this right now? Well, it's been a long time since I uploaded a video. And that's because just after uploading my 75th video in July, I thought to myself, I'm done. When I started this, my intent was to make the best surfboard educational resource on earth, and I'm not saying that I've achieved that, but I do know that I've done the best job I can possibly do. My aim with each episode has been to create a single video that was so good at educating a viewer about how a surfboard works that they would never have to watch any of the other Shred Show episodes ever again, because they would already know enough in general about how surfboards work that they could make their own decisions for the rest of their life. The second that I hit upload on that 75th video, I asked myself, how can I do better than what I'm already doing? What else am I gonna do? Keep talking about concaves? I mean, there's only so many ways that you can talk about surfboards without starting to repeat yourself. And at the end of the day, these things are only surfboards. They're floating toys, and a lot of them only differ from the rest of them by millimeters. Differences that you can't even notice. I thought to myself, should surfboards even be discussed in the amount of detail that I was putting into some of these episodes? So I made some decisions. So I decided that I'm not going to continue trying to make the best surfboard educational resource on earth. I'm no longer going to try to make it something that's impossible for haters to criticize. And I'm no longer going to need this because it's already taken me to the place that I wanted to get to. There's over 75 videos on YouTube that anyone can go through like a library to have something that a lot of us never had growing up. That's someone who won't call you a kook, won't act cooler than you, won't give you shit because you're from a different community or grew up 40 miles from the beach. Just someone who can educate you about the thing that you're about to spend so much money on. Someone that will accept that you really like surfing too and give you permission to do it. I can sleep really good at night because I feel as if I've created something that the world didn't have, or at least that I just never had access to, and I did the best job that I could do. So from now on, Shred Show is only something I'm doing because it's fun. I don't know if the videos are gonna change. I don't know to what extent they'll change. I don't know if I'm gonna make more videos or less videos, but I know that the only motivation I have to do it now is because it's fun, and that's it. And I want your permission to continue to do this without holding myself to these rigid standards that I don't even know if you were aware that I was holding myself to. From now on, I just wanna have fun, and I hope that you'll give me permission to do that. Bruce Irons changed my life, and I hope that you can find his example in these words as empowering as I have.